to the first edition of Geeked versus Locked In on the reservation. We're going to be talking about our past year in 2024 for this first episode. And basically, we're going to be talking about the news, sports, media, and more stuff like that. And I've got today here myself, Carter Ramos, and then Natalie Williams. Hi, Natalie.
Hey.
And Ella White.
Hey, Jolie Gangs.
Okay. Specifically for today's, we're going to talk about the best and worst moments from Warrior sports. And that includes football, volleyball, cross country, basketball, and wrestling. Basically, the fall sports and the first part of the winter sports. That's what we're going to talk about. Our first sport that we're going to talk about today is football. All right, let's talk about football because I was a football player and I played for the team. Okay.
Okay. Duh.
All right, let's just get the elephant out of the room.
Who?
The elephant.
Okay. What, the 0-10 season?
The 0-10 season.
Oh, yeah.
It happens, and I agree with that. And when you are growing into a new sport, it's something that happens. All right, first topic before we get into the football thing is we're going to talk about the football and the school spirit. I think overall, especially home games, and especially for our record in the past, that we had an okay student section. I think that there was unnecessary beef. That's what I've heard.
That's one thing. It's so hard to have school spirit when these people that are younger than us don't cheer.
That's true.
And then they get mad when we try to get them to cheer.
It's like, why would you sit in the student section?
Yeah.
That is the point.
And hopefully they're going to get to a point. Yeah. I mean, I had good examples of cheering.
Because we had so many good people back then.
Britton Brandenburg.
Yeah.
He was really good.
Like Harrison,
that whole group was just really good seniors.
Isaac Gray.
Isaac Gray was really good. The past seniors this past year was pretty good. There's a lot we could talk about, but I think that overall we were okay. Sometimes it was unnecessary. I think going into volleyball and basketball season, I think we're getting a little better.
Yeah.
I think we're getting a lot of people to show out. But here's the difference between basketball and football is their winning season.
Yeah.
And that's even me coming from a football player. Like I love my football team, and I would not change my football team for the world. And I would not change. You're always going to change something, but it's the experience I had is still something I'm going to take with for the rest of my life.
Exactly.
And that's how I think.
That's really all that matters. It's not going to matter in 10 years.
Yeah, it's not. I wasn't going to go to college.
Remember that one Wilson High School team who had 0-10? Nobody's going to say that.
No one's going to say that.
Nobody cares.
So they're going to notice the victories and the good seasons.
Yeah,
the bad
of course
seasons,
they are.
They suck, but
they
you
pass
move
by
on and you get better.
Okay, we're getting past the worst things. Talking about more of the better things for the football season. Homecoming.
Yes, that's
Homecoming was a really fun day, a really fun week.
That was tough.
I hate that it was only 2 days of homecoming spirit week.
Yeah. Dude.
The parade was awesome, like usual. Mm-hmm. We had good floats this year, probably our best floats in a long time.
They were good.
What was the theme? It was
ours.
I can't remember.
No.
Yeah, it was Disney.
It
was Disney. And for the senior class, we did Up, and it was pretty fire.
That was really good.
There's people who did Toy Story.
Yeah, there's people. A lot of good ones.
There was a lot of good ones.
They were cute. Very cute.
Unfortunately, we did lose the homecoming game. I'm gonna say that was our best first half performance ever.
For sure.
Absolutely.
And
it was really, really good.
And I hate to say it like this. I feel like I'm yapping too much, and I'll let y'all speak. But I feel like that was kind of our downfall. Is that we didn't have a big enough team to push it out through the first half, because after the first half, it all went downhill.
Yeah.
And then that's also the spirit on the football field wasn't as high as it should be, and that might be my fault as a senior. Maybe I wasn't leading good enough, but hopefully I showed an example as these next upcoming years for these juniors that are coming up.
Yes, this upcoming year I think they're going to be good because everybody who quit. It's coming back. There's a lot of people playing.
Yeah.
There's a lot more excitement about it.
Yeah.
Just ready
because now they've seen how this year went, so they want to fix it. So they're extremely excited about it.
They had time with people that left the team and then are coming back. I think that has a lot of advantages to it. Obviously, there was disadvantages over the season. But they could see the problems within the team and then watch the game from afar and see the problems.
They really had to
They had two
analyze
perspectives.
I agree.
And I think that could benefit a lot
And I think it will.
And it's probably gonna be our last topic, but overall, I'm gonna say this as a football team, wouldn't change it for the world. I loved my team. I loved my coach. It really was a fun season. I hate how some of the outcomes came up. I hate that there's some people who left. I mean, no beef at all. I'm still friends with like a good portion of them, and it's just tough. It was tough. Brooks game was a good game. The starting of the Brooks game was pretty good.
I wasn't there. I'm pretty sure I had to work that game.
It was good. It really was good.
Was it a home game?
It was. It's where they came to us, and it was one of probably our best. I don't know why we should have fired that game. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah, I think I had to work that game, which sucks.
Yeah,
I swear.
I was at work. I
like
worked
most of the games that I wanted to actually go to and watch, I worked.
Worked.
That's the thing with basketball. Every home game we've had, I've had to work.
That sucks.
It's insane.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to our next sport is volleyball.
Yeah.
I heard.
35-18. 35
Which
wins
is
and 18
crazy.
losses. That's crazy.
That's insane.
And I understand they fell short in the end, but it was still an amazing season.
Oh, yeah.
We had some athletes that got all area. Anna Simone, Margaret Tipper.
Did Bud, I think?
Bug got.
She got something else. I can't remember.
She
what.
got honorable mention.
Yes, honorable mention. There you go.
But Bug, she also had gotten it. I interviewed some of the athletes, and one of their favorite moments is when they beat Deschler at Deschler, and that's huge.
That is huge.
Whoever's listening, if anyone knows anything about the sports in this Lauderdale County school system, Deschler is a really, really good team overall in any sport you play them in.
I swear, they also have the best home court advantage I've ever seen.
They
in my
really
entire
do.
life.
We beat them on their home turf. Like, all
that's
right, hang
fast.
on. Like,
They should.
applause. Which one's the applause one?
No.
Hey, applause.
Applause.
That was hilarious. Excuse me. All right, next. Probably one of the best highlights for the volleyball team. Coach Yerby got Times Daily Coach of the Year.
Coach of the
Which
year.
is
Major
like, okay,
W.
So good. Applaud to him.
it's what he deserves.
Literally.
Yeah.
He's an insanely good coach.
He's a really good coach. He knows how to run his team, and that's from an outsider watching in. Is that he's top tier. I don't want to butter him up too much because
Blaze him a little bit. That's fine.
Exactly, because he's but still congratulations to Coach Yerby.
Applaud for that man.
Student section, I know y'all weren't there, but one of the student section's best games was the Central game at Central. Unfortunately, they did lose. They did fall short, but it still was an amazing game. You can still have a good student section and lose.
Yeah.
All right, now on to some more recent sports
Wrestling
and basketball.
and basketball.
Okay, let's start off with basketball. So far, they're starting off their season really strong. Both the girls and the
Insanely
boys.
strong.
Girls right now are 17-3, and boys are 15-3. Student section always goes hard on
Insane.
like
Literally crazy.
basketball games, and I think that's just because we're inside. It's kind of a closed environment. You can hear everyone better. You can there's
It's not
what I
cold.
was
It's,
it's
not,
not cold.
hot.
It's not hot. You're still in the middle. Probably some of our best games was the Central game.
Of course.
Unfortunately, we did lose. Which guys, let's just talk about the Central game for a minute. Were any of y'all there? Were you there?
No, but I saw a clip that somebody
Natalie?
recorded, and I swear it
Guys.
was so close. That's
Yeah,
like
I mean, I heard
crazy.
about it.
Closest game,
A lot of people
Yes.
were talking
50-50 something.
That's insane. Like,
We were down. It was back and forth, back and forth. We were down a little bit, and then we got a winning shot by Freddie Franks, buzzer beater. He shoots it, points. Student section starts rushing the court like we're pumped, like we're excited.
yeah.
They're telling us get back. I'm like, whoa, what? Like, what's going on? Central's coach said that he called a timeout with 3 seconds left on the clock. In the 2 seconds span, I think this is right. I might be wrong. This guy fouled Cole Miller,
Oh
and
my
he got a tech.
God.
And Cole, rightfully so, was mad.
Yeah.
It's an intense game. I'm going to get mad. So he slammed the ball on the ground. Cole gets taped. Okay, so there's a whole argument on the court. We're all sitting there in the student section like, okay, what is going on? Like, what's going on? And they're like, okay, they both get free throws, 2 free throws each.
Yeah. That's
Come on.
That's silly.
Are you for real? Cole shoots, shanks it, misses both. Other kid shoots, misses one, makes the other, ties the game. They go into overtime. Again,
Gosh.
guys, really intense game. Fell short. Both teams played it and gave it their all. It really was a good game. Another good game was the Haleville game. I didn't get to go to the Haleville game, but apparently a bunch of drama. It's a pretty good game. Okay, Coach Oakley, honorable mention, 100 wins.
That's insane.
And that's
dude. That's
all right.
crazy.
A round of applause for Coach Oakley because that's crazy. Because I can't even remember the last coach who's gotten 100 wins.
No, but that's an insane
But
goal
and
to
that's
meet.
and that's fast
crazy,
because
yeah.
all right, we're not going to talk about it, but he hasn't been head coach for too long, I don't think.
No.
Like
I mean,
and
yeah.
you getting those amount of wins in that short amount of time, like it's pretty impressive.
You're obviously doing something right.
He's doing something right.
Obviously.
And it's well deserved. Congratulations, Coach Oakley. Also, congratulations to Miss Oakley and her upcoming baby that she's gonna have, and to Coach Fowler's wife's baby. What's
Oh my
her-
God.
Coach Fowler's
That
name?
cute
Wife's
little
name?
baby.
Madeline, I think?
I think it's Madeline.
That baby is literally
It's so pretty.
precious.
Yes, and
She's
congratulations
so pretty.
to the baby. Basically, summary is basketball is doing great. Hopefully, their season's going to go off good.
I think it will.
I think it's good. We fell short last night on the Brooks game. Hopefully, this will be out to understand that. We play Central Thursday. I think it's going to be a good game overall. All right, next. Cross country. Okay, here's the thing.
I don't know anything about cross
No,
country.
I didn't either. And I think it's because it's such a sport where where meets are long, where you can't really have a student section
Well,
type deal.
it's-
Same thing for wrestling.
Yeah.
You can't. There's just it's the meets. There's different timings. It's just difficult to work with.
Yeah.
And I went and interviewed Miss Carter. Thank you, Miss Carter, for all your interviews. But the team was really great. They didn't make it to state. They were fifth in sectionals.
Yeah.
Which I mean is.
Not bad.
It's not bad.
It's still not bad.
I mean, it's whatever. I mean, it still goes, but there were two main star athletes in the cross country team, and that's
I don't know.
okay. I'm gonna say Luca B,
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Luca B,
Luca B.
and Alexis Bennington,
Period.
and they are when I tell you top tier, like it's pretty good. Okay, he is an 8th grader, Luca B. He was 27th in the state. Of
Okay,
Alabama.
so bro's
Oh,
good.
state.
In the state.
That's like
Bro needs,
crazy.
bro needs to run for the rest
He
of his
is
life.
like what the okay guys, when I tell you that's insane.
That's crazy.
Um,
An 8th grader is absolutely bonkers.
As an 8th grader is
like-
bonkers. Okay, do you know what a 5K is?
Yes.
Like a marathon?
Mm,
Not like a
I mean,
marathon, like
yeah.
a distance.
Yeah, distance 3.1 miles.
Yeah. Promise. I don't know what it is.
Guess what his fastest time was
For a 5K?
for 5K?
3.1 miles to run.
35.
Yeah, I'll
35
say like
minutes?
30
Yeah.
minutes.
30 minutes?
Say 35.
This boy ran 17 minutes
No shot.
It would take me 17 minutes
In
to
a-
run
What
was
half
he
a mile.
pacing?
in a
at?
5K, 3.1 miles. It means each mile was about 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
That's insane.
He was
crazy.
running. And then the same thing for Alexis.
That's crazy.
She was just a little bit higher. She ran 23.12. That's her PR for 5K.
That is great. They
That's, like,
have got
insane.
amazing
Actually,
stamina.
I know.
That
like,
is,
to pace
when I
that?
tell you, that is
Oh,
that's like
unearthly,
full
guys.
body.
It is. It's
Like-
full body. The average pace. It's 5 minutes and 50 per mile.
It's still crazy.
Their best meet for the cross country team is they were runner up in the Lauderdale County Championship, and they were second place in the Tennessee River Classic.
As it should
Okay.
be.
Which I mean is good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like it's top tier. But yeah, these two athletes that are coming up, both young, hopefully both are going to show out.
I'm really excited to see our upcoming athletes.
Yeah, because we've got
it's
a
gonna
good
be
group.
We have got
we
a
do,
great group.
And I'm not going to be a super senior, and I'm not going to come back too
Yeah.
much to watch. But I will
No.
check in, and I will see how we're doing because this is my school, it's my home, and I'll see how they're doing.
Well, I'm stuck coming back, so.
You're right. Okay. Cheer. There wasn't a lot on cheer.
There's a lot on the roster for them, but.
Yeah, but I mean,
they
we
did
can
well.
still talk. They've had accomplishments. Not the best year for cheer. It's just, I don't know, it's just more difficult this year. The competition's getting harder and harder, which, I mean, I still have faith. Cheer's always been a
They've
top
always been
athlete
good here.
sport.
Yeah.
They've won state in the past 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
It's just a good sport. I think it was either 5th or 8th in sectionals, which, I mean, out of a whole bunch of people, it's
still good.
It's still good. Which is not what they normally, when they usually get normally 1st and 2nd, they just fell short. Which
That's
is
okay.
it's how it goes. It really is. They got third place in their first competition, and I mean, starting off good. I mean, the cheerleaders are built like an ox, guys.
they are.
Like the muscles.
They're insane.
It's
They are-
crazy.
I just don't get it.
like how tough they are.
Yes.
Okay.
Get it.
Rain, heat, and snow. They're out there cheering.
Don't care. They
don't care.
Don't care.
Probably
They're
some of the
so strong.
Exactly. So probably some of the
It's
strongest
ridiculous.
people in Wilson High School. I can't lift a person up like that.
I know, like
No.
what do y'all? How do y'all?
It's crazy.
Nah.
How?
Not me.
Explain it to me because
Not
it's
me.
crazy.
I really think that this year, this group of cheerleaders has probably been the best group of cheerleaders for school spirit we've had in a really long
Oh
time.
yeah, they're insane with it.
They get so involved with the student section. They try to help cheer us up, bring spirit up, best morale. They're great.
They are.
They beat everyone in area in competition.
Yeah.
which is good. Which area?
Obviously, they're great.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a
Jesus.
good team.
They're loud. They're like, I don't know. They're just great.
Yeah,
we have
it's
some good cheerleaders, and we have had good cheerleaders.
we
for the
really
past
do.
3.
Okay, on to wrestling. I'm a wrestler, and I forgot to write it down, and I don't know. I forgot to write that down.
Oh.
He
But,
doesn't even know. He forgot his singlet for his pictures.
I did.
So,
I have pictures today, and I forgot my black singlet.
Okay.
Season starting off really good.
Great.
Our wrestlers have won a good amount of their matches. We wrestled last night and lost to Florence. Unfortunately, we beat Muscle Shoals, which is really big. In sectional competition, got second place.
which is crazy.
Which
Y'all
is
are
crazy
so
play.
good.
Which is really crazy. And second place out of our whole area, and we are going to state, the wrestling team. So big applause to the wrestling team.
I will say, I was there last night. I swear, y'all would have had Florence if they were not so incredibly rough.
They are.
I mean, they were roughing y'all up, and not in a way that they're stronger than y'all. No, they were just mean.
And okay, here's
They were just mean.
an outsider looking in, because this is also, I mean, I'm in the sport, I'm helping, stuff like that. Each sport has different techniques, and I agree with that 100%. I think that Florence plays really rough. St. John Paul, who we had to wrestle, is a really, really
they're
tough
so
team.
good. Yeah, they're tough.
It's a good team. They're quick. They know a lot more moves than us, a lot better than us. And I think that we're more focused on trying to use our pure strength. I think that we can come out on top, but it's just something we got to focus on.
I think it's also the smaller schools like that. It's much easier to focus on one individual than the
gonna
whole
say.
team.
They're a lot
Because y'all
more
have got
focused.
so many, it's hard to focus on each of you at once.
I agree. And Ella knows a lot about this stuff because her boyfriend wrestles.
I've been watching
Maddox.
them.
So she's been watching. You know what Max told me yesterday? He was like, next year I'm gonna drop down to 215. I'm gonna wrestle in
I
215
know.
weight class.
No,
I believe in him.
I believe him. He literally has lost like 40 pounds one time. I believe him.
Okay, Maddox, is a specimen of a man that is insane. Okay, he's a bigger guy, but I've never seen a guy do backflips
No.
Yeah.
on a mat
Just doing backflips.
that
like,
big.
You just do backflips. Like, hello.
I know, and when I say big, I mean like built.
Like-
he's built, but he's got that bod that like, okay, he
Also-
can't do backflips, he can't do the splits.
Then he's just
No, he can.
like a gymnast.
He
Like,
can.
it's insane.
Like, hello.
That's another thing I want to talk about too. Watching y'all is so crazy, all of the different weights. Because, like, okay, for a smaller guy, say Rich, for instance,
Yep.
watching Rich and his opponent wrestle is crazy. Because they're in these crazy moves, they're fast, they're quick, they're rolling around. watching two bigger guys is completely different.
It's true.
Because as soon as they have their shoulders on that mat, there's no getting up, especially if they're broad. It's extremely hard. So it's crazy just to watch all the different weights wrestle. It's interesting, very interesting.
Coming from someone who has had to, like, cut me out off guard.
What, the camera?
The camera.
Oh, it's not. It's not.
I know it doesn't work. Yeah, I just like.
Anyways, what?
Okay, so coming from a guy who's had to wrestle two different weight classes in different parts is, I'm in the 190 weight class, but I've had to bump up to 215 because after holidays I eat. I'm sorry, I eat.
Yeah,
and
it's
so I'm going to be
fine.
overweight. And so I've had to wrestle up to the 215 weight class. And this past meet, I didn't wrestle anybody in muscle shoals, so that means we got to win. I got to forfeit in the
There
muscle
you
shoals
go.
match, and that means we got to win. And so I got to play an expedition match. And coach was like, "You're playing an expedition." I was like, "Oh, okay." I thought he was gonna pull up someone that was like 180, 190 from the muscle shoals group. He brings out a guy that weighs 245 pounds.
See, and that's not fair.
And I weigh 185. That's like a 40 to 50 pound difference.
That's crazy.
Which, I mean, no hate, because he needed to work. I needed to work. And I mean, I did, but he was heavy. I got beat. And it's just a tough, it's tough. Different weight classes and being bumped up is really, you don't understand the disadvantage until you're literally watching it.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
You can see, it's crazy.
And it's just, it really is. Okay.
But y'all have really done really good this year, and I'm
Thank
proud.
you. We're excited, but gonna be us wrapping it up for today. We have got to get out of here, but thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time on Geeked versus Lucked In.
Bye, Stika Butt!